no one around me was telling me that you need to be patient. I was actually telling myself that you need to get this thing right. For example, I'll dedicate 6 months of studying, and I will expect that after 6 months of studying and demo trading and doing everything, I'm instantly gonna get money and start living that lifestyle.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another trader interview here at SFT. Today I have with me Lemohang Ketsise from South Africa, who has managed to withdraw $1,000 in payouts from SFT, and we have him here today with us to speak about the journey and how he has got to this place with his trading. So Lemohang, thank you very much for being here with me.
Oh, thank you for welcoming me, man. I'm pleased to be here.
Awesome. So we're going to jump straight in with a really obvious question. How is it that you found yourself in the Forex industry?
Well, man, it's a long story. Okay, basically, I'm gonna start by explaining who I am and what I do. Basically, I'm a diagnostic radiographer. I finished qualifying in 2020. So I started hearing about Forex trading through my friend in 2020 at the end of my final year at varsity. So he was explaining what is Forex and everything, and the money, of course, that you can make with Forex. And I think I made a promise to myself that I will start trading. So I started trading in 2021. I was system hopping like everyone else, not trusting a strategy. And I think in 2022, that's when I found my strategy. And I've been sticking to the same strategy, and I've been practicing demo trading the same strategy. And through, I think it's 4 years now, been trading. And I've managed to make 1K so far after sticking to one strategy for like 2 years. It's not an easy journey, my friend. It's not an easy journey. It's difficult. But then you need to push through, okay? But I am enjoying the journey so far. I don't have any regrets, honestly. It's just a matter of patience and sticking to your strategy and just applying proper risk management. And one day I will find a breakthrough that I need.
Yes, and I think that's what this is all about. Honestly, it's about the belief in yourself that eventually, no matter what happens, you'll get there. And like you said,
Yes.
you've been trading for 4 years now, and you finally managed to find some form of consistency to get the payout.
Yes.
But you did say you found your strategy now. What was the journey like going from trying all the different strategies to finding the one that you use today?
Firstly, I wanted to try Forex on my own, like everyone else. You go to YouTube and you search what is Forex trading, and you find different videos. And I remember one of my cousins gave me a course, and I tried to study the whole course, but it didn't give me like a strategy. It basically gave me like a foundation. What is Forex? Patterns, indicators. And I try to buy different strategies from the guys you see on Instagram. But because I wanted money quickly, I didn't want to, if I see myself losing with a specific strategy, I'm like, okay, it's not working. Let me move to the next one. So 2022, I went to work somewhere in the hospital. And luckily enough, one of my colleagues is also trying to learn Forex. So he introduced me to this other guy that is really good. He's making consistent profits. And basically we formed a group and we started learning Forex through each other. And that's when he introduced me to ICT. And since 2022, I've been studying the ICT concepts. I haven't put my money into it from 2022 till 2023, I think around August. That's when I had to buy my first ever, and that's when I started seeing consistency. But prior to the challenge, I started seeing consistency with my demo trading. So I had to backtest my strategy, change it a lot, till I find a strategy that's gonna stick and resonate with my personality, and especially the work that I do, because there's a lot of work that is required during the day that I need to do. Dealing with patients each and every day, so you don't actually get some time to analyze and be a scalper. So I had to try and change and try different strategies or time, which time frames I can trade with.
And this is something I don't think enough people speak about. If you already have a job, you can't build a strategy around just anything. It has to be around your actual lifestyle, and that can be quite a difficult thing. So it's obviously good that you've managed to get to that point. But like you said, this is a 4-year long journey. Everyone knows that trading is full of upsets. It's not that easy. Were there any specific points where you kind of thought, I'm not sure if this is for me? And if so, what did you kind of do to get over that?
I think it got to a point whereby I was demo trading and it didn't click for me. And especially social media, you see a lot of people making money, living this specific lifestyle, and you actually want that for yourself as well. And you don't give yourself enough time to be patient with yourself and learning. So no one around me was telling me that you need to be patient. I was actually telling myself that you need to get this thing right. For example, I will dedicate 6 months of studying, and I will expect that after 6 months of studying and demo trading and doing everything, I'm instantly gonna get money and start living that lifestyle. So during those times, I will break down. I'm like, nah, this is not for me. I've invested a lot of time into this thing, but I don't see the results immediately. So that killed me. I wanted things to be done fast. Or for example, you have an issue in your life, money problem wise, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy a challenge, I'm gonna put some $100 into the account, and I want to make a specific amount so that I can help someone in the family, or you want to achieve something, or you want to buy something for yourself. And when you don't actually meet that goal, you kind of get disappointed. Having those high expectations actually killed me a lot through the whole 4 years. So, but this year and late last year, I started understanding that this thing is gonna take time, and I shouldn't rush. I shouldn't put and have high expectations of trading or of myself. There will be some disappointments, and it's okay. I will lose, and it's okay. So I think as a trader, I didn't have a mentor or someone that's gonna tell me that, okay, take your time, because I'm an introvert, and I do watch videos and I learn other things from traders, and especially with myself. And I can see that, okay, just chill. You need to chill. So I've had a lot of breakdowns, but I always come back. And one thing that actually helped me a lot, it's journaling. I'm journaling each and every day, personally and with trading. And it has helped me a lot to become a better person, and also to become a better trader. Because if my personal life is not in order, or my emotions are just mixed up, I can get angry anytime, I can get sad anytime. And if I get sad and I go to the market, I'm gonna make a stupid mistake. Or if I or my relationship with my partner, it's not good, then I'm gonna go to the market. I'm gonna make a stupid mistake, so I can put it in order before I go and trade.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of it. It's this self-awareness of understanding that how your life is outside of trading is going to have a direct impact on what happens when you walk into the markets. And not everyone gets to that point, unfortunately. So when you first found prop firms, was there an adjustment period for you going from demo trading into now having to understand risk management and things like that? How was that journey for you?
I started learning about prop firms in 2022, but I didn't do a lot of research on them. I just know one of my friends was making some money with it, but I didn't want to put myself under that pressure, because I wanted to understand the strategy, especially ICT. I was just focusing on understanding the skill and getting the skill right. Then that's when I'll focus on other things. I didn't want to bombard myself with a lot of information. 2023, that's when I started learning about prop firms, what they do. And it's a good thing that they are prop firms, because now you don't $500. Mainly because I think I was scared. I was kind of skeptical, and I was like, maybe you're not ready to buy one. But also I asked myself a question: when will you be ready? But I do have this record and journaling of my demo trades that, okay, you are doing good. You have a good strategy. And I think when I bought what's this thing? A funded account. I actually bought a 5K funded account, and it took me like 2 months to pass the whole challenge. And man, I was so frustrated. Honestly, I kept changing my strategy. Every time when I lose, I continuously tweaked my strategy, thinking that I'm doing something wrong. But I had to dig deep. I was like, okay, sometimes you will win, sometimes you will lose. It's all about psychology. And I was FOMO trading, revenge trading, and so every time when I lose, I'll get frustrated. I don't want to trade anymore, or I overtrade. So it was frustrating, but I learned risk management out of that. Honestly, my risk was proper. I didn't lose a challenge. I will risk 1%, and if I'm down 2%, I'll go to 0.5. If I'm down, 0.3. So I was patient with myself, but at the same time, there were a lot of these emotions going on, but I never lost it. And I remember I was down, I think 4%, and I came back, and that was actually a motivation, specifically for risk management, that my risk management is actually good. So moving forward, I know what to do. And also you need to follow your trading plan.
Yeah. And obviously, after overcoming quite a lot of these psychological issues, managing to pass your first challenge and getting that first payout, did you have a plan in mind for actually getting the payout? Or was it just kind of, I'll take what I can get?
It was, I can take what I get, because I was also aiming for the refund. But by that time, I didn't have a knowledge or a system how I want to attack this funded account. It was mainly, okay, buy a funded account and make as much money as you can. But now I'm like, okay, buy an account, first payout, even if you make $100, take it out and get the refund, buy another account. If you pass it, buy another account. Have multiple accounts that you can trade. And now if you have, like, say 5 accounts or 10, you can trade once or twice in a month. You target that specific target that you want, specific amount of money that you want. But last year I didn't have that. So I was after, okay, even if it's $200, take it out, because I didn't want to give back the money that I've earned back into the markets.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the key kind of points for traders to get their head around at this point. You have spent money, you've spent time, you've spent energy, and you do need something back from it, even just for your own mental to say, like, I did it, it worked. Like, you kind of need that, and that's probably settled you a bit, kind of being able to move forward. And it sounds like you've been, obviously you've got your little group of traders, but it also sounds like you're quite self-taught. Is there any specific educational resources that have been very important to you in your growth?
I think it's basic. Honestly, I'm using Notion as my journaling, TradingView, of course, and also after I found ICT, I don't have to pay anyone money to teach me, honestly, and I'm just learning through YouTube, doing journaling each and every day. And also I'm trying to read books, waking up early, because with my job it's 9 to 5. So how I try to juggle the whole trading into my life, I wake up early. maybe at 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. Try to do some workup, do some analysis. If I need to recap and learn something, I will watch a video or a journal. Prepare before I look into the markets, because when you go to your work, it's busy sometimes, and it has happened to me a lot of times whereby I just wake up maybe 7, go to work, and when I get to work, I want to analyze, but it's busy, so I immediately make stupid mistakes and I start losing. So preparing early in the morning, you are calm, you can see the market clearly. If there's an opportunity, there will be an opportunity. There will be alerts with your trading view. And once you have an alert, you can ask to be excused. Maybe go to the bathroom, take a trade, and continue with your work. That's how I normally plan my days. After work, same thing. I look what happened to the market. If I lost, if I win, journal that. That's it. It's simple. It's not hectic for me, honestly. It's just those basic things like journaling, waking up early, and also reading books if I can sometimes when I have time.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you said that, because we all know someone who is constantly complaining about their lack of time and why they haven't got the time to journal their trades or to analyze the markets properly. So it's good to hear that even someone with a job as stressful as working in a hospital, you are still able to do it, and that means that everyone else, for all intensive purposes, is as well. From your experience with your journey so far, is there like a big number one lesson that you would share with new traders coming into the industry?
I think the biggest number one lesson, honestly, it's being patient, man. I can never emphasize this enough, honestly. Being patient, not patient with trading, but also being patient with you. You need to be patient with yourself, because sometimes you go into trading and you want to have these expectations and you want to rush into learning Forex, but we are not different. You might not be smarter than someone else. So be patient with yourself and learn to understand yourself. I think that's one of the things that helped me. Trading, it has helped me tremendously with my personal life. I had to be patient with myself. I had to be patient with how things will work out into my life. And also once you are patient with yourself, patient with the surroundings, patient with people outside, you're gonna be patient with trading, and be patient with for the setup to play. It's hard, it's fun, work hard, do that, but you need to understand that sometimes the market won't be in your favor. Sometimes the market is not going to play out for the whole of August, for an example. So learn to be patient with yourself. That's one thing I can say to people, honestly, and be patient with trading.
Yeah, and I'm finding quite more and more traders that have actually made money from the markets. This is one of the biggest rules that they'll emphasize, the fact that, I mean, if you try hard enough, you'll find 100 setups in a day, but being patient and waiting for that one right setup that will get you the best gains with the least risk, that's obviously the aim of the game, really. It's capital preservation just as much as gaining capital. And so for you, like you said at the start, like you rushed into trading because you felt like you needed money, you needed that lifestyle. Has your opinion changed of what you actually want? What is the end goal of trading now?
Yeah, it has. Like it has changed, honestly. Like I previously said, now going into 2024, I have everything planned out. I think that's one of the things that actually killed me last year. Everything is planned out, from psychology, from trading plan, from how many times am I willing to lose in a day, how many times am I willing to lose in a week, and when to stop trading, and when do you know when you need to trade? You understand? Everything has changed now because I've laid out everything down. Now I have a system that I need to follow. The same way we have a system in the world. You need to go to school, you need to wake up at 9, go to work, everything. So you also need to have a specific system. Like everyone like to say, trade forex trading like it's a business. So I have a system as well. So I know my psychology. I know where I need to go when I need psychology, because you need psychology. You can have a strategy, but you need to have a good psychology with trading. I know where I need to go. I have a trading plan that I follow. You need to follow your trading plan, not with funded. Also follow it with demo trading. Practice that already with demo, because that's what I've seen. I'll open a demo account, $10,000, and I will risk, maybe my lot size will be like 5, but I know we find that I'm not gonna use 5, so calculate it the same way you will calculate if you have a funded account. Stick to that. Get used to that process of calculating your risk with your stop loss and TP. I have that system. If I lose 2 times in a day, I stop trading. If I lose 4 times in a week, I stop trading. I have that system now. I know after making a specific, if I say make 1%, if I pass my challenges, I will take the money out.
Yeah.
And now I'll buy another account. That's my system now. Everything now, it's laid out. I know where as a trader, if we have like everything laid out and not just, okay, I'm just going to wake up and trade. But after that, what if you make money? What are you going to do with that money? Use it with fighting, or are you gonna invest that money you've made? And I think I see things clearly now with a different scheme. No. Now it's different. And now, like I said, I have patience now. I don't care if it's gonna take me more 4 years. It's fine, because I understand that it's gonna take a lot of time for me to be successful and to make money in this industry.
Yeah, and I think that it's clear that you've had an entire mindset shift from coming into trading your first few years, going through the ups and downs. I think it's clearly got to a point where it's clicked for you, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's easy to follow processes because you know where they'll lead you. So the current strategy that you're using, is there a way, it's very hard to put it into words often, but is there any way that you can kind of give us an insight into the strategy that you do trade now?
The strategy that I use, it's quite easy. I think ICT students, they know it, but basically I use my higher time frame, a weekly. Say on Sunday, I'll look on the market and I'll start opening the weekly time frame. Sometimes a monthly, but I'll start with a weekly and look where price is willing to go. And I also will apply my PDRAs, where price is at during previous weeks, and where is price likely to go for a run of liquidity, or is price gonna reject, or is price gonna have some retracement. Then after that, I'll go to my daily time frame and I'll look for points whereby price it's likely to go, if price is moving up, if price is in premium, or if price is in discount. And I'll look for PDRAs. Then I'll move to my 4-hour time frame, same thing. Look for my PDRAs. Is price likely to go for liquidity pools? Then I'll go to my 1-hour time frame, highlight order blocks, highlight fair value gaps, and I will execute on 5 minutes time frame. And when price or market opens during London session, because I trade London session and New York session, I have that ability to trade London and New York, because during 2 a.m. this side, it's like 8 a.m. So I do have ability to trade both sessions. So during my London session, I'll look for Judas swing and look for, where price is gonna go and take the high or the low of the Asian session. and I wait for a market structure shift, either a swing low, or a swing high to be broken up with that displacement. And there's a fair value gap that I'm looking for, an order block or mitigation block. Then I'll normally take 1:2. That's it. I normally take 1:2. That's basically my strategy. It's not difficult, but there's a lot of things that you need to study, a lot of things that needs to be applied, and it's not as easy as I just elaborated, but there's a lot of things that you also need to understand into the market, because the market is manipulative, and sometimes when price is not going into your direction, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, and I think the strategy that you use, obviously everyone knows ICT, the teachings of ICT are quite complex, and it does take people a lot of time to study them and get their heads around them. But like you said, the reality is the set of rules that you use are quite simple. It's then, like you said, it's the patience and the discipline to follow the plan. And if you can do that, then it's all good. Unfortunately, most people do not have patience, and most people are not disciplined. But outside of that, just as we look to start wrapping this up, what do you think is the biggest mistake that you personally see other traders, some of your friends, some of the other people that you may associate with, see on social media? What are the biggest mistakes that they are making?
I think the biggest mistakes is basically not following your rules. That's the biggest mistake that you do. And also trying to compare yourself with other traders. So it's very important that you don't compare yourself with other traders. I don't try to compare myself with my friends. They are making big bucks. It's fine. But I've learned not to compare myself with my friends, because once you start comparing yourself with other people, you start making these mistakes. You start not following your rules, and you start not following your trading plan, and you try to tweak it. I'm not saying you shouldn't. It needs to be reasonable if you want to change your strategy, if you want to change your rules. So I think the biggest mistakes I've made as well, it's don't compare yourself with other people. It's not of good use. You don't know how long that person took to be where they are. You don't know what they do. So stick to what resonates with you. Stick to what you like. There are a lot of strategies out there. I was telling one of my friends yesterday that he wants to learn how to trade. I was like, man, I can give you a strategy. It's fine. I don't mind, but it might not resonate with you. I'm not saying it can work for me, but it might not work for you. So don't try to do what another person is doing. It's never gonna work. You understand? So try to understand the person you are before you start going into this trading thing. Luckily enough, I found out the hard way during failure, and it has helped me a lot. I don't have any regrets since the day I started trading, honestly.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a really mature way to look at it. The fact that you can even say that to your friends around you, because I imagine as you made that first payout, other people started to take notice, and it's like, okay, cool, can you help us get to the same point? So it's very mature of you to be able to explain to them, listen, I can give that to you, but it works for me, it might not work for you. But sure. I mean, like I said, thank you very much for coming on here today and kind of sharing your experience as a trader and going through it. I apologize that you had to learn the hard way, like so many of us. But at the end of the day, it all works out for the best in the end. The people that see it through get the most out of life. And I mean, just before we wrap up, is there anything that I may have kind of missed with my questioning that you've got to kind of speak about, anything like that?
No, I think we spoke about everything, man. Honestly, everything is clear. I'm really happy that I was able to share some thoughts, my thoughts, and speak to someone else about my trading journey. Honestly, I do talk to my friends, but it's nice to speak to someone else that has been in the same journey as me. Thank you for having me, mate.
Yeah, once again, thank you very much for being on here today. Anyone who wants to kind of check out Lemohang's kind of journey moving forward, his socials will obviously be in the bio of the video. But yeah, thank you very much for being here today, and I wish you the best of luck for the rest of 2024 with your trading.
Thank you very much, mate. Likewise.